STEM competitions are an engaging way for students to participate in science, technology, engineering, and math, and they can have a profound impact on students and how they experience science education. Also, they can be a pathway for developing Idaho's future STEM leaders.
So STEM competitions like this give students the opportunity to do hands-on real-world research that can give them really valuable skills. They can learn those hard STEM skills, but they also learn what are called durable skills, such as problem solving, creative thinking, collaboration if they're working in a team, and also communication, because they're here today communicating their projects. So it really sets students up for the workforce and makes them good citizens to be able to support more STEM in their communities.
The whole objective is to get students to understand really the scientific process and how to think critically and think logically. So this gives them ownership of a project that they develop and that they flesh out, execute, and actually analyze, and then have to communicate it. And that's exactly what scientists do. So it gives them a role in their own learning and their own education, and then also seeking opportunities for a potential pathway for them. So, because these are juniors and seniors, and so I'm also trying to do some exploration into possible future pathways for college or beyond high school.
Well, this was actually the first year that Garden Valley took a team to a STEM competition, but this was a really great opportunity for us to learn more about research and how that's applicable to life. So for our project, we learned about how essential oils might affect rats and rodents from coming into your house. And so we did a bunch of different tests where we saw the effects of it, and we actually found out that the essential oils sadly don't really compete with the ones that have chemicals and different things like that.
So basically we were trying to understand the different effects that energy drinks had on the human body, but because humans are too difficult to experiment on, we had to use cockroaches, and cockroaches die immediately when they're injected with caffeine. So if we mix the energy drinks in and inject them with the energy drinks with the same amount of potency that we use with the pure caffeine, we were wondering if the antioxidants and like the minerals and the vitamins, all the additives would help them survive longer, which it did.
I think problem solving is the most important thing you could learn, and we did a lot of that. It wasn't really easy at the beginning, a lot of math, but we got through it and came up with a decent project.
With our experiment, it was kind of a tougher experiment with the math side, so problem solving, learning to do that kind of stuff was pretty beneficial.
Personally, as a former female scientist, it really helps build that pride and that sense that you can do this, that this is something that is an option for you, and you get that taste that this is an opportunity you want to keep seeking. And so without the the STEM fairs and the competitions, some of these students would never ever have that exposure at all.
Well, Micron really believes in supporting STEM education everywhere, and a competition like this helps prepare students for college, industry, interviewing, because they have to come up with a new fresh idea, and then they need to be able to explain that. And that just translates in so many different ways to real life and education and growing the STEM system. I walk in and have to remind myself these are not college students, that they're younger, some high school, most all high school, and it is terribly impressive. And just the diversity of ideas. So many times kids think of STEM as just engineering, but there's so much more to it. And so yeah, this is just kind of blows my mind.
So to find more information about STEM competitions in our state, you can go to stem.idaho.gov and look at the competitions that we have, or get in contact with one of us to learn more about local competitions within their regions.
What an incredible opportunity for these students. And currently, some of those top students from the STEM science and engineering fairs across Idaho are competing against students from across the world in Atlanta, Georgia this week at the Regeneron International Science and Engineering Fair. So a very big congratulations to all of those students doing that, and we wish you the absolute best.